Special thanks to Patreon supporter Ghost of Tsushima for making this tutorial possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared204 here, bringing you another Minecraft Modern Warfare vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial, we'll be going ahead and building the NMC-Wollard MB-4 tractor. This tractor here is designed to be a kind of smaller aircraft tow tractor used for basically obviously acting as a tug to tow aircraft around basically airfields. This model in particular is used at my base, and my base mainly houses the A-10s, so this right here is one of the main, or actually pretty much the main tow tractor that is used to actually move and shuttle aircraft around to different hangars for maintenance or anything where a pilot or nobody would be sitting in there actually turning the aircraft on and moving it. So this is the main the tow tractor I see a lot of, and therefore was able to give you guys a pretty good accurate model to it. I think the tow tractor is going to be really good. Again, this is more for a smaller scale aircraft. This isn't really designed for your bigger aircraft, anything C-130 and above. That would be more of a heavier type tow tractor, but this is going to be perfect for smaller type aircraft, and this is really a tug that the Air Force actually uses and is actually in service in U.S. Air Force bases. So perfect type of tractor, still in service. I know a lot of you guys like to build your own air bases and stuff like that, and this is a perfect model here to include in your air bases as your support vehicle, towing aircraft around the field. So pretty cool design for it. I think it came out pretty good overall. I want to go and use special thanks to Patreon supporter Ghost of Tsushima for making this tutorial possible. If you are interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do, feel free to check my Patreon page. Link is down in the video description, where you can go and pledge a small amount to the channel every month, and in doing so earn a vehicle request of your choosing. Really helps support the work I do on my channel and is greatly appreciated, and all that stuff. So feel free to check out my Patreon page. Again, link is always in my video description. Anyways, let's go ahead and kind of move into taking a look at this vehicle. So this vehicle here does feature two hitches. It has a hitch here in the front and a hitch here in the back. The back here is typically obviously where the aircraft is usually attached to through a kind of towing mechanism, which I'll probably do a tutorial on here in a few coming days to go along with this tow tractor. But I do plan on doing a couple other versions, some like larger ones and stuff, so I want to kind of do those separately so that you can kind of mix and match and do with each what you please. But yeah, so it should look, it'll basically be something like that, and it'll be basically this little brace here that attaches to the front landing gear wheel for the aircraft, and that's what it uses to tow. But yeah, so this right here is the back, but basically this right here is the front. Engine mounted in the front, obviously the exhaust there, the lights, all that stuff. The cab here for the driver. As we progress on the sides here, nothing too fancy detail-wise, it's pretty straightforward. And we get to the back here. The back here does have a mirror that's angled for the driver to actually be able to look back and see through the mirror to actually pay attention to where they're driving to line up to the hitch. So simple little detail, in case you didn't know. Definitely have been around these tugs a few times, so kind of know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, then a little kind of caution light on the top there for airfield towing and stuff like that. So overall, pretty nice looking vehicle, I think. Going to make an awesome addition to any of your airfields. And again, a big special thanks to Patreon supporter Ghost of Tsushima for making this tutorial possible. Without further ado, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alrighty guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer here. We're going ahead and starting off with layer number 1. For layer 1, to go ahead and get started for this build, we're going to go ahead and place down a polished black stone upside down stair like this, and an air stair directly behind the stair. So you get two basically back-to-back stairs like that. After we have this done, we're going to then take a stone brick top slab, or sorry, actually a iron trap door. We're going to place it coming off this polished black stone upside down stair, stone brick top slab, another iron trap door, and then another polished black stone upside down stair over here, followed by a stair coming off the back of it like that to go and create your two wheels. Once we have that done, we want to go ahead and place down a iron trap door. That's going to be basically one block of space going forward from the stone brick top slab. We're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick top slab on the front here, like so. After that's done, we want to go ahead and then go to the sides here. We're going to go ahead and skip a space back from that polished black stone stair. We're going to place down a end rod here to both sides. Coming off the sides here on the end rods, we're going to go ahead and place down a zombie head. So to both sides like that. And then we're going to go ahead and place down our polished black stone upside down stair. An air stair directly behind it. And same thing over here as well, just like that. After we have that done, we want to go ahead and then take our blocks here. We're going to place down a iron trapdoor, stone brick top slab, and iron trapdoor like that to both sides for the rear axle. And then lastly, same thing we did in the front here. We're going to go ahead and skip a space of 1 back from the stone brick top slab, place an iron trapdoor and a stone brick top slab, come off the iron trapdoor just like that. And once we have that all complete there, that's going to complete our base here for the vehicle, and that's going to complete layer 1. Here's what it looks like from up above. From this point, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer 2. For layer 2, to go ahead and get started with here, we want to go ahead and take our polished black stone stairs and place down 2 stairs back to back on top of each of these ups down stairs, just like that, all the way around here, like so. After we have that done, we're going to go ahead and take our green terracotta. We want to place down 2 rows of 3 of green terracotta going between those 2 rows of 2 of polished black stone stairs. So just like that. Once we get to this point here, go into the front, we're going to place down another row of 3 green terracotta across. From this point here, we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor coming off those 2 green terracotta blocks. And we're going to go ahead and place down a trapdoor that is going to be coming off this side of the block like so. And going over here, we're going to do the same thing like that. After you have that done, we're going to place down an iron frame, coming off those 2 trapdoors, a white bed in the iron frame, rotate on side to both sides, and we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak trapdoor, or dark oak sign rather, on the sides of those trapdoors like that. After we have that all done there, we want to go and then go to the back here and place down a row 3 of green terracotta, second row 3, and then a third row, filling in that middle space. To the sides here, we're going to place down a spruce wood block on top of this end rod here, and we're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair to both sides of this block. So just like that. After you have that done, we're going to then place down another row of 3 of green terracotta across. We're going then to place down a dark oak trapdoor coming off these 2 sides of green terracotta blocks, and then a skeleton skull coming off this stone brick top side there in the center. From this, we want to go and then place down a dark oak wood trapdoor. That is going to be just like the front here, so just like this, and same thing over here, like so. And we want to go then place down an iron frame coming off those 2 dark oak trapdoors and a apple like so, like that for the taillights. One thing I want to mention also in the front here is that the item frames with the dark oak wood signs also, this is a feature that is only available on Java. If you are on Bedrock Edition, then you will only have to you will have the option to place down the item frame, as the item frame does take up a block space and is programmed that way so the signs and item frames don't work together. Kind of an unfortunate thing, but that's just the way things are, and just want to throw that out there in case anybody was confused by that. Also in the front here, on top of the stone brick top slab, there should be a skeleton skull on the front there as well. Anyways, once we have that all done, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to make those little banner wheel designs, and we'll move on to our next layer, layer 3 from there. Alright guys, go ahead and move into these banners. They're really super easy to make. To make them, we're going to need a loom, obviously, 2 black banners, green dye, and 4 black dye. To go ahead and get started, we're going to go into our loom and place down our black banners and our loom and our green dye. For our first banner here, we're going to go and take a green line and have it on the left side here. And we're going to go and then do the line over here to the right side of the banners. So we have these 2 banners like so. We're going to push each one of these banners back into the loom and take our black dye, do a line across the bottom, and a line across the top, and that's going to create that banner wheel. Same thing here, line across the bottom, line across the top, and that's all you need to do. We're going to go then take our banners, place them on the sides here of these stairs. Same thing over here as well. And just like that, and that will basically create your wheels. With that all complete there, that's going to wrap up what we have for layer number 2. And with that, let's go and move into layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a black concrete block on top of this green terracotta block with a ladder coming off the side of it. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides of that black concrete block, and then a zombie head coming off the sides there of those walls. With that done, we're going to then place down a dark oak slab here to both sides of these walls, and then a item frame coming off the slabs, orange concrete block in the item frame, and then a dark oak sign like this coming off the sides of the item frames like so. After we have that done, we're going to then take our green terracotta blocks. We're going to place down a row of 3 across, and then a second row of 3 across after that. We're going to then place down a row of 1 and 2 of dark oak with top slabs, and 1 and 2 to both sides like so. We're going to go then place down a row of 5 here of green terracotta blocks going across, followed by a lever on both ends like that. once we get to this point here, we're going to place down a spruce wood block to both sides like that. And I do have a little bit of interior for you guys. It's nothing really too crazy, but it is a little bit of a form and interior for you guys. And for this, all we want to do here is place down a oak wood slab in the center here, polished blackstone slab to both sides, and we're going to go and turn these right here into polished blackstone full blocks, and we're just going to place down our birch slab here in the middle. We also can change these green terracotta blocks out for trapdoors like so, and you create yourself a little bit more interior type design. Nothing too fancy there, but just a little something, I guess, to add in there. Then to the sides here, we're going to place down a spruce wood, a stripped spruce wood log to both sides, and a strip our hook here on the side of those blocks. After that, we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood down stair to both sides, and then a dark oak wood top slab coming off those 2 stairs. We're going to then take our green terracotta, place down a row of 3 across, and then a second row of 3. After which, we're going to then take our dark oak wood stairs, place down a row of 5 stairs going all the way across here, a item frame coming off those 2 stairs, and a tripwire hook rotated facing downwards like that, coming off those stairs. And once we have that all done there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer 3. Again, here's an overview of what it looks like from up above, and with that, we'll go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, go ahead and move into our next layer. We'll be moving into layer 4. For layer 4, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go and take our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 down the center here. We're going to go then grab a zombie head. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3 zombie heads here along the side, and 1, 2, 3 like that on both sides of that row of 3 of dark oak wood slabs. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down 1 and 2 green carpets on top of those 2 blocks here. However, over to the right side, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab on this top slab here, an anvil, and then a wither skeleton skull coming off the side of the anvil like so. After that, we want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood slab, or sorry, dark oak wood sign coming off the side of the anvil, just like that. Then, just so we don't forget, we're going to place down an item frame on top of the anvil, and in that item frame, we're going to place down a black concrete block like that, and that's going to do it there basically for your vehicle's exhaust. At this point here, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall on top of those 2 green terracotta blocks here. And we then want to go and take our black stained glass and place down a row of 3 of black stained glass going all the way across. We then want to place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off the side of this wall, and we're going to have it open up toward the rear. Same thing over here, and open up toward the rear. We're going to place down an item frame here on the sides there of those 2 fence gates, and we're going to go and then place down a glass pane in those item frames like that for the side mirrors. We then want to take our black stained glass panes, we're going to place down 2 back on the sides here, and then another mossy cobblestone wall here in the corners like that. And we're going to then take our black stained glass panes and place down a row of 3 across between those walls on the back. We then want to place down 3 dark oak wood slabs across, a green carpet on top of those 2 top slabs, and we're going to go then place down a iron bar on this dark oak wood stair like this. So you want it on the right side on the stair with the tripwire hook. And also on top of it, just so we don't forget to do it later, we're going to place down a item frame that's at about a 45 degree angle facing toward the driver's position there. And with all that all done, we're going to go ahead and also return to our interior here, and we'll just place down a polished blackstone slab on top of those 2 there for the seats. With that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have for layer number 4 for the build, and with that we'll move into our final layers here, layers 5 through 6. Alright guys, go ahead and move into layers 5 through 6. For these layers here, we're going to go and place down a green stained glass pane on top of these mossy cobblestone walls here, and then a row of 3 of black stained glass panes between those mossy, or those green stained glass panes there. We're going to go ahead and also place down 2 back along the sides here of black stained glass panes, and then a mossy cobblestone wall here in the corners to both sides, and then another row of 3 of black stained glass panes across. Once we have that done, we're going to take our green carpet. We're going to place down a row of 3, the green carpet across the top here, and then 1, 2, 3 on the side here, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 across this space. Now once we get to this point here, we're going to go ahead and also take dark oak wood trapdoors, and we're going to place down trapdoors here on the inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, filling in that space there, and that also allows us to place down carpet on top. Or however, we're going to place down an acacia wood slab on top of this trapdoor here toward the rear, and then we're going to take our green carpet and place it around the remaining trapdoors. And that right there will complete the roof, and with that layers 5 through 6 of the vehicle. And that right there will complete my tutorial here for the NMC-Wollard MB-4 tow tractor. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put it to good use. As I kind of mentioned earlier, it is something a little bit different and something I felt that would kind of be cool and purposeful on your air bases. We have, you know, plenty of support vehicles like fuel trucks and stuff like that, so I thought it'd be nice to kind of actually see another support vehicle of a different genre in the form of a tow tractor. Anyways, hope you guys do enjoy the build. If you guys do end up using this design, I say you guys give me proper credit for it. That could be anything from the style of the build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear on social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy it, have fun, and all that fun stuff. And with that, again, big special thanks to Patreon supporter at Godzilla King of the Monster, or sorry, no, my bad, Ghost of Tsushima, for making this tutorial possible. As always, feel free to check out my Patreon page, link is down in the video description. With that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett204, and I'll see you guys next time.